Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Today it is a Friday evening, 22nd of October, 2021. Okay, so if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. All right, I won't bite. So please say a hi to me in the comments. I love to interact with you guys. All right, so let me take a look at the comments right now. Hello, Peter. Hello, YK. Hello, Poking, Ryan, Felix, Yang Li, Florence, Han Hock, Bokwi, Eddie, Sally, Jessica. All right, so the people are streaming in right now. We have about 125 people in the room. Hello, Kelly, Lynn. Hello, Mary. All right, you won. Is it Mary? No, this is another Mary. Yeah, yes, I thought it's another. I thought it's another Mary. Okay, so hi, Mary Kong. Hello, Jimmy, John, Kenny, Pauline. Okay, sorry about that, Pauline. I forgot to reply your message. Very sorry about that. Hey, Chester, good to see you. Peter Ong. Okay, all right. Nelson always say I'm smart as usual. All right, so please give me a like and share. All right, liking is free, doesn't cost you money. And it also tells Facebook algo that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia content in the future. Because if you don't interact with me, if you don't like or if you don't share, right, Facebook will deem that you don't like my content, and in the future, it will not show you of my content in the future. Okay, so yep, so give me a like and share. Liking doesn't cost you money, but it tells Facebook that you want to see more of me in the future. Okay, so right now we have 160 people. Just wait for maybe 30 seconds more to get ready started. Okay, so today it is Friday and the weather, it is actually quite cooling. So I hope you guys are having a good evening. Tomorrow is a weekend already. Okay, so yep. Okay, so let's kickstart this session. Okay, so let me share my screen right now. Give me a moment. Right now, actually, you can toggle between this and this. Which one do you guys prefer actually? Okay, I think this one is better lah. The screen is better, right? All right, so yeah, the screen is better. So as usual, first disclaimer, whatever I say today is just for information and educational purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. Okay, Alex is always wrong. Please don't copy me. So just treat this as an entertainment session where I just give you some entertainment value only. All right. Hello, Willie. Hey, Willie, you won the I think you are the only Willie, right? You won the staycation, all right? You should see in the Telegram and our Facebook page. Oh, by the way, right, if you have not joined our Telegram channel, do join our Telegram channel. You should see the link on the scrolling bar. And let me post the link also in the comments also. All right, right now we have about 4,000 people in the Telegram channel already. So do join. I always give updates, breaking news, price mover, etc. All right, fantastic. We have about 200 people already. So today, very simple. Okay, I'm going to share with you what is the Anchor VWAP. Let me try to increase the size. Can you guys see, right? Okay, really good to. Congrats, all right. I hope I'm the one taking the staycation. Anyway, yeah. So what is the Anchor VWAP? Anchor VWAP. All right. Basically, Anchor VWAP. The VWAP stands for volume weighted average price. Okay. So just a quick show of hand. How many of you don't know what is VWAP? If you don't know, just type no in the comment. If you know, just type yes in the comment so that I know actually have a sense how many know or don't know. I can have a quick sense how to proceed with the session. All right. Ken, if you don't know what is VWAP, just type no in the comments. If you know, just type yes in the comments. No. Wow, quite a number of you know. All right, so please do interact with me. As I mentioned, right, I won't bite. So yeah, just engage with me. No. Everybody mostly know. Really? Okay, that's good. If everybody knows, then no point of me sharing with you, right? Okay, fantastic. So Anchor VWAP is actually not really secretive or a ninja tool. It is already out there in the market already. Just that it is not widely talked about, like the standard, RSIs, stochastic, moving averages, and such. But I find it, top of the list. By the way, this Anchor VWAP, it is not my bread and butter indicator, okay? But I do look at it a lot of times. But a lot of times I don't show it on my Facebook Live because too many things on the chart already. So I do look at it, but it is not my bread and butter. So you need to understand. All right, show me the VWAP, Jojo is saying. Okay, yeah, so I'll show you how to use it, or how to use it for more accurate entries and better overall timing. All right. Essentially, okay, the VWAP, I'll go through the definition first, okay? The average price a security has traded, throughout the day based on both volume and price. Okay, does this sound complicated to you? No? So VWAP, okay, is the average price a security has traded throughout the day based on both volume and price. I don't know about you. Sometimes, if you're really new, you might not understand this sentence, okay? You don't know this sentence. English is very funny, you know what is the, you know what's average, you know what's price. Every single word you know. Once it combines together, you don't really know what it means really. All right. So essentially, okay, just want to share with real quick. All right. VWAP, you can treat it like a moving average. So moving average, you guys should be quite familiar, right? Moving average, let's say for example, 20 days moving average, MA, right? Moving average, it means that the average price for the past 20 days, right? So 50 days moving average, which means the average price for the past 50 days. Okay, VWAP, we can treat it like very similar to moving averages, but all right, you factor in the volume. So instead of just taking the price only, you factor in the volume. Okay, so which means that whenever there is a higher volume, all right, there is a higher weightage in the the so-called the VWAP line. All right, if you want to know more about Anchored VWAP or VWAP, right, I can share with you the link over here. I'll post the link in the comments. So let me go through this over here. Okay, so this is basically Anchored VWAP on stockcharts.com. I can go through. I'm not going to go through with you. You can read it yourself. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and by the way, this Anchored VWAP is actually invented by this guy called Brian Shannon. And Brian Shannon is the author of this book called the Technical Analysis Using Multiple Time Frames, Understanding Market Structure and Profit from Trend Alignment. It's a very long book, but it is pretty kind of a classic book. So if you have been reading TA book for long enough, you should have come across this book before. So Anchored VWAP is invented by Brian Shannon. So essentially, VWAP is calculating the sum of the price multiplied by volume divided by total volume. Okay, if you don't understand, doesn't matter. Okay, so the formula is the sum of the price times the volume over the total volume. In short, okay, I just keep it very simple. In short, treat VWAP like a moving average, but you factor in the volume. Okay, can you guys understand so far in what I'm trying to say? If you can understand, just type yes in the comments. If you understand what I'm trying to say, just type yes in the comments so that I can proceed forward. Can type yes in the comment. Or I take a break first. Can understand, right? Just give me some response. Everything okay? So basically, VWAP factor in the volume instead of just price. Okay, so I try to keep this session within 1 hour. Okay, if I really need to drag a little bit, at the most about 1.5 hours. Is that okay or not? Okay, I can go until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. But I think you guys want to enjoy your your Saturday, right, or Friday night and watch Netflix. So I try to finish faster. So VWAP, not all charting platform has this VWAP. Okay, so I'm going to show you where you are going to use this VWAP thing. Okay, of course, first of all, TradingView, remove this. Okay, TradingView, you have. Okay, but if you search at this indicator button over here, all right, if you type in VWAP, this is the default VWAP this is not something that I want. All right, so we are not using the traditional VWAP. We are using the anchored VWAP. I will share with you what is anchored VWAP later. So just know that we are not using this from here. Okay, so this is very tricky. Previously, I also don't know. I think somehow I just discovered that the anchor VWAP is actually found over here. All right, can you see this button over here? This trend line button. So let me try to zoom in case it's too small for you. This button over here. So under this button, you can see a lot of trend lines, arrow, external line, horizontal line, blah blah blah. Okay, you go there. This button over here. You search for this anchor VWAP. Anchor VWAP. All right. Then you'll see the lines over here. Okay, so let me try to remove this. So by the way, you can change the style. You can change the lines or whatever, right? But I keep it black so that you guys can see clearer and a little bit thicker. So but the inputs just keep it the same. All right, so keep it the same. Yes. So basically, anchored VWAP, right? It is meaning you want to anchor. You want to set a point where you want it to start calculating the volume plus the prices. So okay, maybe my explanation is not very good. All right, so anchor VWAP. So instead of starting, all right, here you can set this anchor VWAP. All right, you can set a starting point at this swing high over here. All right, if you don't want to set this as your starting point, you can anchor it at another level. For example, over here, maybe let's say for example this swing low over here. Okay, this swing low over here. All right, so we anchor at this swing low. All right, so if you don't want, you can also anchor this VWAP like at this most recent swing low over here. All right, so this is the swing low to anchor over here, which means anchoring that you start your point at different prices, right? So for the VWAP, anchored VWAP, right? Let me see. All right, so you want to set it at a significant event for anchoring. So it could be a swing high, all right? It could be a breakout. It could be a high volume. It could be earnings. It could be some fundamental news and some takeovers or whatsoever. But essentially, all these earnings, FA, right? FA news will lead to high volume. So essentially, just this three things. Okay, you can put it at swing high, swing low, at a breakout level, or at a high volume area over here. Okay, so let's say for example, yeah, like recently this can you see, but this volume is actually quite high also, right? So you can actually anchor your VWAP over here. All right, can so far. Okay, so today I'm not going to go through the market so fast yet. I'm just going to go through this tutorial on VWAP. Okay. By the way, right, just to have a quick show of hand, right? Last week, right, I mentioned about Chinese stocks. Okay, I think it has been moving up pretty nicely. How many of you actually entered into Chinese stock? And also, I mentioned about this ETF called IYT, the transport ETF. If you stay back, so towards the end, I mentioned about this IYT, okay, transportation ETF. If you actually enter IYT or enter some of the Chinese stock, right? Type me in the comments so that I know. Okay. Although I know I asked you to copy me lah. Okay, but yeah, but you really really take action and go through the Chinese stocks and IYT. Okay, if you yes, type me in the comments. All right, okay, back to this anchor VWAP over here. Okay, so I'll just go through with you. Okay, okay, let's go through this Tesla. Tesla is every people hot favorite. Tesla. Okay, so Tesla, good, fantastic. Today Tesla also bulldozing up. Yesterday also bulldozing up, right? Okay, Tesla can ignore this thing, right? So if you have been following me, all right, I know some of you might be new here. You know that I use the central pivot range, the cloud, to determine the trend and the support and resistance level, right? So slowly, so I just add in the cloud and the central pivot range over here. Very simple for those who are new to MarketWise Asia. All right. So this is an uptrend, okay. A price above the Ichimoku cloud, this is an uptrend. Price below the cloud, this is a downtrend, price downtrend. So when price is back again above the cloud, I will deem it as an uptrend. Can you see over here above the cloud already? So it is definitely uptrend. And the central pivot range, can you see, guys, the green dotted zone over here? These are the central pivot range. It is derived from these pivot points over here. Okay, so can you see that when price touch here, acting as support, it went up, pull back again, touch, acting as support. Okay, pull back again, touch, acting support, pull back again, touch, acting as support over here. All right. So again, I won't go through how to install the indicators, cloud, and such. All right. So I will just give you this YouTube tutorial link over here. I'll post the link in the comments. Okay, you can go through and see how I set up this indicator. All right. Okay, quite a few of you entered. All right. Me, I don't know whether the channel stock already, but I assume either on one, or Han Hawk, Pauline, Jess, you all went in. Fantastic. Okay, good. All right. So now I want to anchor this. So let's say, for example, I remove the indicator. Okay, I use the anchor VWAP. So the anchor VWAP, it is actually very similar to moving averages. As I mentioned, you want to know the swing high, all right, or swing low, or there's some significant volume. Then you want to use this VWAP to tell you the so-called the hidden support and resistance level. All right, so I'm not sure where do you guys think will be a good support area or the anchor area, sorry, the anchoring area. Okay, for me, I would use this swing low over here, right? This swing low over here. Okay, one of the latest swing low. So click on this, all right, anchor VWAP, then just click. Okay, can you guys see or not? Does it look magical to you or not? Does it look magical to you guys or not? So this is a swing low, right? As I mentioned, a swing low, a significant event, right? A swing low. Okay. Initially there's some hesitation. Okay, so price ping pong for a while, but price rally and then pull back. It forms support at the VWAP area, somewhere around here, the VWAP area as well. Okay. All right. Of course, you can say that this is another significant swing low with high volume. You can do that also. All right. So here a bit messy already, but nevertheless, okay, this is also another significant area over here. All right. So or you can put at a significant high over here. Okay. So it will be acting as a resistance area over here already. Okay. And of course, if you want to go through the nearer one, all right, then this is another significant swing low over here. Let me go through this. Okay. Can you see? This swing low over here, the VWAP is acting as a support. This is a hidden level support, which you might not see if you don't put in this VWAP. It's kind of unknown. All right, so this is the VWAP that I am going to share with you now. This is this VWAP. All right. So if I add in my standard usual indicator, the cloud and the CPR over here, right? So as I mentioned, the VWAP, anchored VWAP, it is not my default indicator because there's too many things already. So my default is the pivot point and the cloud. By right, it's like this line, okay? Right, there'll be some lines over here, but nevertheless, I don't want to put in the line. I'll just put in the cloud and the CPR only. All right. So by looking at this, all right, you already know that, at the CPR, there's this support level over here already. If I add in the VWAP over here at this swing low, as I mentioned over here, right, this swing low over here, right? Okay, then does it make you, more confident that this support level could hold? Because First of all, you need to understand, for example, for Tesla, it is hitting at the cloud support, okay, hitting at the central pivot range, and also hitting the VWAP line also. So there's kind of three confluence, telling you that price could find support over here again. This level over here at this CPR over here, somewhere near the VWAP. You can take this as well. All right. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say now? All right. If everything is good, just type good in the comments. Type good in the comments. I'll show you an example later. Right. So another one, I'm going to show you Facebook. All right. I think today got news, right? Facebook, not news lah. Basically, I think because of the yesterday Snapchat, the earnings not very good. Price actually came down. Okay. Okay. So for Facebook, right? I just want to test you guys, right? If you have a chart with you right now, whatever, can share with you. Where do you think it is a significant, area for us to anchor our VWAP? Okay, where is it? All right. Is it this swing high over here? Or swing low? There's so many swing low, swing low, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. So where do you determine? So this VWAP thing is not a magical pattern. So it is also more like an art. You need to know where to place it. So you need some experience. You can place it around at different area and see how price react at different area based on the VWAP and see where is the best place to put it. And for me, all right, I can see something that is significant over here. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys can see it. It is in May over here. In May over here, there is this very high volume, right? Earnings, high volume, and price actually gap up over here. And subsequently, after this gap up, right, price actually just rally all the way. So to me, that May 20, not May, it's 29 April, very near to May already. So 29 April, that is actually a very significant area over here. So I want to anchor my VWAP at this earnings date over here, 29 April. Anchor on the 29 April, right? Anchor on this 29 April. Okay. So what do you guys see? All right. So price has always been above the VWAP, all right, above the CPR, Tesla CPR, right? And when price, price actually hit the VWAP, all right, price actually rebounded up. Also, so this VWAP is acting as a support. But you should know if you have been following the market sentiment for the past 2 to 3 weeks wasn't very good. So market was actually weak. So it's not surprisingly, the support actually cannot hold, and then price fell, right? And then this VWAP is acting as a resistance again. All right, and then price actually reversed back up again, rally. All right, just you thought that everything is over, okay, and then price hit the VWAP again and then get resisted again at the VWAP area. And of course, today, is earnings ready? Not yet, right? Earnings is 25th, but because of the sentiment on the tech stock like Twitter and the Snap, right? They took a hit as well. So today Nasdaq actually fell the most. All right, today Nasdaq fell about 1%. So this is acting as a resistance again. Okay, I'm going to show a few more examples over here. Apple. Okay, Apple. Go through the Apple AAPL over here. Apple. All right. So again, Apple. All right. So where do you think Apple is a significant event for you to anchor your VWAP? All right. Of course, you can VWAP. As I mentioned, it is an art. So this was my previous breakout level. Okay. So remove that. So it depends on a time frame. You can look at very near time frame, as in just here, right? You can anchor it the VWAP over here. Okay, or you can anchor at somewhere, you know, near the swing low over here. You know, the last swing low here was here. Right. So price actually kind of resisted, rebounded at the rebounded, but you know, market sentiment was weak. You know, came back down and then price rebounded back up again. Okay, and then you can also, you know, anchor at somewhere around here. Okay, or somewhere around here. So, but you realize, right, actually, for this Apple, right, the Vvap doesn't seems to be, you know, supported. It can be quite choppy over here. All right, so this means that this Vwap area over here, it is not actually really the best place to put the Vwap. So, you know, you can test out at different levels. So, like for example, Apple, test out over here. Okay, not really good as well. So Apple is not really a good example. Okay, so I'm just testing. I'm just randomly putting some big companies on the fly over here, lah. So, you know, to test out on the spot where I would place my VWAP. So actually, Apple doesn't really look very good to me. Okay, but let me try this. Okay, so looks okay to me, break above lah, but to me the VWAP doesn't play a significant part over here. All right, but I think Bitcoin is interesting. All right, Bitcoin over here, Bitcoin USDT using the Binance. Okay, but you need to understand for Bitcoin, because it is a decentralized, so different exchange have different volume, right? So you need to understand that it is not a centralized volume. Okay, so where do you think you would put Bitcoin for the anchor? All right, this is using Binance as a proxy, Binance exchange. Where do you think? Where will you put the anchor VWAP? I can see a few areas lah. So the anchor VWAP, to me, I can put it at the swing low over here. Okay. Let me see. The high volume over here is over here. Okay, so these are the few areas. This high volume area node over here. Okay. And also this volume over here also can. Is it the lowest low? The very swing low. Yes. The very low, right, is actually this swing low over here. Okay, this swing over here. So, and it seems that price is actually supported over here. All right. Yes. Swing low over here, and then can see that price actually supported over here. Yes. You need some experience to use this VWAP. So essentially, it is a bit like triangle. You need to know exactly where to put. So that's why I say you cannot just purely use it as a standard. That's why I said it is not my bread and butter indicator. Okay, so for example, Bitcoin, I know the very low, the swing low, it is actually over here. All right, it's actually over here. So, and this VWAP coincide with the cloud support over here. All right, so you should know cloud pivot point, central pivot range is actually my bread and butter. So when price was actually supported at the cloud over here, all right, and then there's a VWAP over here, then I know that, hey, actually there's a very high confluence, that double confluence, all right, that price that we could see a price rally from here. All right, so of course, price eventually really rally. In fact, I told my friend Jay Tuna, I said that, hey, you know, how at the point in time we were discussing, hey, there's a flush down over here, and then another flush. Is it the trend really changing or not? So at that point in time, I was telling him, hey, actually, we are at a very good support at the cloud over here, and then VWAP is also showing a good support. I told him, just sharing with him that I think Bitcoin could continue to hit higher from there. So eventually price actually headed higher. Okay. Let me see some question. All right. So Christopher, you say that you don't understand how to use it. Essentially, you know how to use moving averages, right? So yes. So just treat it as a moving averages, like a dynamic support and resistance. Just that the VWAP, can be a little bit tricky because you need to know where to anchor this starting point, right? So to keep things simple for you, right, look for the swing high, swing low, high volume area. So let's say this area has been passed already because it's been quite some time. The next, swing high over here is over here. Okay. So in the future, right, if Bitcoin continue to head higher and then pull back, then something like that, price come down, then the VWAP could be acting as a good support area also. If it can coincide with, a cloud or a central pivot range or whatever other support areas that you are using. Okay, you get what I mean? So don't use this VWAP as a standalone. Use it as a confluence with other indicators tools that you use. It can be moving averages, can be any other things. Okay, all right. Do you guess what I'm trying to say? So Johnny is asking, right, can I use VWAP for day trading? Yes. Actually, VWAP is actually started as for day traders. So the default VWAP over here, if you search through the indicator, right, the VWAP over here is actually for day trading. So this VWAP every single day will change, right? So next day another new VWAP, next day another new VWAP. All right. So this anchor VWAP came later because we wanted to anchor at different areas. Okay, so you can use VWAP, the original VWAP for day trading. All right. So Pauline asked a very good question. When will I use VWAP? Most of the time, okay, I would say that 50% of the time I don't use it. Okay, unless okay, at the point in time, for example, like this. All right. So like this over here, like for example, that time the Bitcoin, I was a bit uncertain. You see, I was a bit uncertain. So that price do a flush down, supported and flush down. Okay. So I was thinking, I don't really know whether this really could be supported. So I add in another indicator, which is the VWAP, to tell me, where is a potential good support resistance area. So I thought, hey, maybe you could try VWAP over here. The previous very swing low is over here. So I add in, okay, and then okay, there's a good area over here. Bitcoin supported at the cloud and the VWAP. Good price to enter for Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So for Ethereum, I think it is the same also. ETH USDT using Binance as a proxy over here. Yes, this is the swing low over here. All right, so I put it over here. Can you see over here? All right. So price is supported at this area as well. Can? Is everything good so far or not? So Peggy can show how to load VWAP or not. All right, very simple. This Anchored VWAP, right? You go to this button over here on the left-hand side. All right, under there's this trend line arrow, blah, blah, blah. All right, Anchored VWAP is at the bottom. Then you just anchor wherever you want to anchor your VWAP. Can so far? All right. Can you guys catch me or not? Or you guys are totally lost already? Or I didn't explain in a very simply manner. Okay. All right. And no worries. All right. If you still can't understand, right, go to this stock chart link over here. I posted in the comments, or there's a video over here. You can go through once again. All right. Just to share with you something that is not commonly discussed, in the trading community lah. So another tool that you can use, right? If you can understand, if everything is good, just type good in the comments. Type good in the comments so that I can proceed. At least I can see some response lah. All right. ZJ. Coincidentally, I happen to watch a YouTube video on Vvap. All right, good. Can understand or not? Or today, already. Can okay, I think can okay. So I repeat, this VWAP is actually used to tell the support and resistance area, and you need to know where to anchor. The most commonly anchor area is the swing high, swing low, high volume area. Okay. And before I proceed, I just want to share with you something that is not related to trading. Cannot. You say can, then I continue. If you cannot, then I won't continue. Okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to sell you insurance. Okay. This is something related to food. Cannot. Can I share with you just 5 minutes on something that's related to food? Can? If can, just type can in the comments. Type in can in the comments. Can. So Singaporeans just love food, right? Okay, so basically I'm just helping my friends lah, right? Let me show it. Okay, thank you for your response. Can. Okay, so right, my friends actually, good friend of mine, they started actually this home-based business. So this is called the Akong Recipe. Akong Recipe. So they just started not too long ago. So you can see that the followers is not a lot. All right. So they asked me whether Alex, can I just share it with my audience? Okay, why not? Because I actually my wife actually bought and supported them as well. So this is the meatball Hakka meatball and the Teochew He Geng. Okay, He Geng. So you can see the pictures over here. It is actually quite nice lah. Okay, I'll post the link in the comments. So this is Hakka meatball and the Teochew fish roll, He Geng fish roll. So you can see the pictures over here. I try to enlarge it. So quite tasty. For me personally, I like the He Geng, the fish roll, and the meatball. Not my cup of tea, but my wife actually like it. So different people will have different taste bud. So some people like the He Geng. My wife will actually like the Hakka meatball. So if I could, I would encourage you guys to just give them some support if you like to eat. Okay, if you try trying to find something to discover, to something new to eat, right? You can try this. All right, I'll post the link in the comments over here. Let me see the link. Akong Recipe. Okay, posted. Ryan, market wise, the something not right. Okay, never mind. I post the link once more. Okay, so if you guys want to order, okay, just go to this bit.ly link over here. Can see okay, this is better now. Can see the bit.ly link over here. Let me change the link over here also. Banner Akong Recipe. Okay, can see over here. So just go over there. And Ryan asked whether there's discount. I think you're very used to the discount already, is it? So yes lah, okay, but not for the bundle. So let me show you this. The bundle price is this, the special bundle. Okay, this one no discount, but if you do a la carte, you just quote my name, Alex, you have a 20% discount. But just to be very clear, transparent with you, the bundle promotion, right? Promo promotion, there's no discount. So there's several things like Akong bundle, Ama bundle, Apek bundle, bundle. Okay, these are different variation. Fried one plus steam one, steam one or the steam one. So you guys can just take a look at the website over here. Can? All right. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, I'll be very transparent with you. All right, the price is not exactly the cheapest, okay, but because they are home-based business, so they do not have the economy of scale, so they tend to have to source, the product, the fish, the prawns, everything, water chestnut at the wet market and such. So the price is not the cheapest, but the taste is good. Okay, the taste is good. I especially like the chili sauce and the sour plum sauce. Okay, for me the sour plum sauce is okay lah. Okay, but the chili sauce I find is actually quite tokong. It's quite tokong lah. So I'm not sure how many of you actually like those very garlicky chili. For me, I like those very garlicky chili. So it's those 越臭越好. The smellier the better. The smellier the better. Can? So do support them, all right, if you want to try something new, something different, the Teochew He Geng and the Hakka meatball, do give them a try. Do support them. They are small businesses, okay, do support them. I always like to support my business, my friends, if they're starting a new business. So let me post the link once again in the comments. Let me see. Okay. Post. I need to share one by one, or else it cannot show up. If you want to go to the Instagram site to check out the menu and such, you go there as well. I posted a link also, and then you can quote my name. Okay, code LXU and get 20% off the a la carte item. And okay, that's all. Just a very quick 5 minute sharing for my friends. Okay, back to this VWAP. All right, so I talk so much, I also know use okay, for this VWAP thing. Okay, so why not we go through some of the stock on the fly. Okay, so you let me know what stock you want to go through. So okay, faster fingers first. Then we go through with them. Faster finger first. Then we try on the spot. We analyze how to use the VWAP together. Let me know a ticker. Okay, Autonation. I see Sichuan Autonation. Autonation is AN. AN. All right, Autonation. See, I also used that before. All right. So naked chart. Actually, Autonation, automobiles, the industry is very strong. Autonation industry very strong. Hey, Terrence Lee, I just go through Facebook only. I just go through Facebook only. Okay. Autonation. All right. So very clear cut, right? It is an uptrend, right? Okay. So where would you want to anchor? So for me, I like to take an intermediate period. So at this point in time, you definitely don't want to anchor somewhere around so far away, this swing low. Let's say if you anchor this swing low over here, anchor VWAP, this swing low, then no point. See, you won't touch one. So definitely you don't want to find this anchoring so far away. All right, like last year, no. You want to find somewhere in between. Okay, so maybe a few months back, I think, or a few months back, I think is good enough. All right, so for the intermediate term one, all right, I will look at the swing high, swing low, as I mentioned, right? Swing high, swing low. Okay. So maybe July, August, that period, I think is good. Can you see over here, right? This earnings over here, all right? There's a significant volume over here. Okay, this is in 20th, 19 July. So let's put the anchor over here. Okay. All right, so quite okay. Supported at this, price actually move away from the anchor VWAP, then get supported over here, cannot hold, come down, all right, retest again and supported at this somewhere around this region over here. Okay, but as I mentioned, right, don't use this anchor VWAP as a standalone. You can, you don't know what the hell it's doing now, basically, right? So you, as I mentioned, my bread and butter, it is the all right, is this the cloud, the pivot point, and the central pivot range over here. So can you see over here, right? This actually, I know that it's a very good area of support over here. All right. It hit the central pivot range, and then the VWAP is also supported by the VWAP. Can you guys see or not? All right. Can you guys see? All right. CPR plus the VWAP is a good support, but of course it is very, very near to the earnings, and the earnings actually fly. Okay. And another area which I think we could do a VWAP is actually this high volume over here in the 17th September over here. All right, we can anchor it as well. So we anchor this high volume over here. Can you see over here? So acting as a support over here, and then came down and such. Okay, so then my find a dilemma already. Okay, so I anchor over here. Price is showing me a resistance over here. If I anchor over here, okay, price is showing me a support. So which one should I choose? Okay, to me it is very simple. All right, once price is still on a uptrend, you always want to go long a buying opportunity. Okay, so whenever price pull back to the CPR, to the pivot point, to the VWAP, you always look for opportunity to buy. Can or not? All right, so let me go through a few more. Let me talk through a few more. Which one do you want? Actually, quite a lot. Okay, I choose the faster fingers first. So, Pauline, you choose BX. What is BX? Blackstone. All right, Blackstone over here. What do you guys think? Where would do the anchor VWAP? Okay, for me, there are a few areas which I think can do one. All right, one it is this swing high. All right, this swing high over here, and then there are several swing low, and this high volume over here as well. Okay, and also you can do the breakout level. So this is a breakout level. So somewhere around here, okay, somewhere around here. Okay, so there are a few areas, right? So 1, 2, 3, or this 4 anchor VWAP over here. So you can try. All right. So this was the previous swing high over here. So when price actually, came back down, right, the VWAP will be acting as a resistance already. So can you see over here for this Blackstone? I zoom in. Okay, so sloping down the VWAP, this is acting as a resistance already. Came back down and then push back up again. Then this is where the confluence came in. All right, can you see for this? All right, price actually break above the VWAP, the black line over here, all right, and then do a retest over here, and then it is also supported by the central pivot range, this PP, right, P level, the dotted line over here. So this tell me that Blackstone is actually this area, it is actually a good support area to buy. Right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So use the VWAP as a confluence, okay, at the most significant swing high, swing low volume. I repeat a lot of time already. Swing high, swing low, high volume area. Swing high, swing low, high volume area. And see whether you can find any confluence with whatever indicators that you're using for trigger. So for me, I'm using the CPR and the cloud and the central and the pivot point. Can or not? All right. Let me see. Upstart. Okay, Mary, go, right? Mary, go. So you won the Grab vouchers. Congratulations. I will get in touch with you pretty soon. So Upstart, interesting. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, right? For VWAP is also, I think this is what I discover. Okay, no, I don't think anybody share it on any other side. Okay, even Brian's channel also didn't share it. Okay, this is what I discover only. So IPO, I think it can be VWAP can be a very good tool to use on IPO, especially because those IPO is new, right? IPO is new, so along the way, you can use the VWAP to determine the first support or resistance level. So this is this I mentioned I put Upstart coin and Kupang. Okay, Upstart. All right, so Upstart, basically it is pretty new, right? Just listed somewhere around this year only lah. Okay, so all right, so you can anchor the VWAP at the start. Right, so imagine, right? Upstart. You didn't see Upstart lah. Okay, it's Upstart. Okay, so you can anchor over here. Just anchor at the start. Okay. Now can you see or not? It is quite June, right? Quite accurate, right? All right. So this support over here, and it also coincides with the central pivot range. Can you guys see or not? Can? All right. And of course, price came back down. All right. Price is below the CPR, but seems like supported by the VWAP, and then over here is also supported by the VWAP again. All right, and then also supported by the VWAP again. Okay, so I think, right, if you want to look through any IPO, I think VWAP can be as in quite good, to use it on IPO stocks. okay, because there's nothing to gauge. No, even for cloud, all right, you might need some time for the cloud to develop. You can see like cloud, like from here to here, right, there's nothing, right? You can only use the CPR, the central period range to gauge only. All right, so everything so good so far or not? Okay, so use VWAP on IPO, right? This is my discovery. Okay, I don't know whether other people will share about it. This is my discovery. So you can use VWAP on IPO. Type IPO in the comments if you get it. Right, type IPO in the comments if you get it. All right. So another IPO, for example, recently one a big one like Coin base. Okay. So where should you anchor your VWAP? So Coinbase started in April this year. Where should you anchor your VWAP? Very simple, right? You anchor at the start when it's just started listing. Okay. All right. So the first contact, you can see over here, right? Price actually never touched the VWAP at all. Never touch. But the first contact over here, actually price came back down. So maybe you cannot really see. I do a naked chart over here. Okay. I repeat, IPO, you anchor at the very start, the first day. Okay, because no moving averages, no nothing. Okay, so anchor it. First contact, second contact. All right, can you see VWAP? It can test the support resistance level pretty well. All right, GROI, is it GROI? Try GROI, Gold Royalty Corp. Is that what you're trying to say, Leon Burns? Well, GROI, but the price action, like, and it's a small cap, is it? Yeah, market cap is quite small, so I think not very, very good. All right, so let me see. Also can actually. Not too bad, Can you see or not? This is GROI, VWAP over here. Supported. Kind of supported until it cannot support, breakdown again. Okay, for IPO stocks. Beloved Tan, Affirm, AFRM, also a newly IPO stock. So where should we anchor? Same also, all right, at the start over here. Affirm is a bit doesn't really respect. Okay, can you see that, initially when it first started a few days, all right, it do respect, okay, a little bit, and then ping pong already. So this after that, it's okay. Of course, it's only on hindsight, that it doesn't really respect very well. But at the very first instant, okay, if you enter over here when price actually, move away from the VWAP and then retest, all right, and you enter, all right, there's actually some profit for you to take on, at least based on my style, all right. At least based on my style, I will enter on this small bar over here, my trigger, all right, and then my stop is somewhere around here. All right, so the risk to reward at maybe about 1:1.1 or 1.2. So there is still profit to be made on. Okay, so subsequently, not much really. Okay, not much really. All right, so it didn't touch it, and subsequently the earnings price just broke above the VWAP already. All right, any more IPO stocks you want me to try out on the fly? Okay, I don't know one, so we just try out on the spot. Any IPO? Leon Burns, Luna USD. Let's try. Let's try. All right. So actually, still respect the VWAP pretty well over here. Okay. Try to respect pretty well over here. If I add in my indicator, let me see. Okay. All right. this is actually the perfect place to actually enter over here. All right. Do you guys understand? Can you guys see what I see? For those who have been with me for the longest time, you should know lah. Okay. Price above the central pivot range, this is where you should start to take notice of the stock, the crypto, whatsoever already. So the black line VWAP over here, okay, price goes above the central pivot range. This tells you that potential change of trend. Come back down the CPR, retest again. This is the VWAP and the CPR again, and price just fly. Okay, can works pretty well also. Bumble, Andy say Bumble, BMBL, Bumble. Okay. Bumble. All right, I remove the naked chart. I say I remove, okay. Work quite good also. All right, quite good also. Once price move away from the VWAP. So you need to understand for this thing to work, I realize, all right, price must move away from the VWAP. Move away, move away, move away. All right, just type move in the comments. So I know you guys get what I'm trying to say. Price must first move away from the VWAP first. Okay, then treat it as a support or resistance subsequently. Okay, so move away already, retest. This is a resistance, a good shot. Retest again. All right, a good shot again, and subsequently, all right, price didn't touch again and retouch the VWAP again, and it came back down again. And right now for Bumble, it is also touching the VWAP and then come back down again. Okay, looks good, right? For IPO stocks, looks good, right? All right, move, must move. Let me see. Roblox. Jasmine say Roblox. Okay, RBLX, is it? Yeah, Roblox. So again, IPO stocks anchor the VWAP at the very start. Okay. Okay. Roblox doesn't work very well based on the historical right now I can see. All right. So once you know that right now, I won't view VWAP as a good support area, resistance area already. Okay. So because price, after that, move away and ping pong along the VWAP. So it doesn't really serve as a very good support area for VWAP. Okay. John is asking, right? Does it work well for ETF? Based on my understanding, I checked as a confluence, it works pretty well. You can also give me some ETF if you want to. All right. Snow. Snow anchor VWAP, anchor on the first day over here. Okay. At the very start, it is okay. At the very start, it's okay. Okay, so at the very start, all right, price move away. Price move away already. Okay. Go back up again. It came back down. Move away, came back down. But subsequently, it doesn't really test very well really. So if you really want to trade over here for Snowflake, okay, this area you can make profit one. All right, this area you also can make profit. Subsequently, I'll be very frank, a bit hard. Most likely you'll get whipsaw all the way. All right, all the way. IYT are the one that I entered. IYT. IYT. All right. So where should you anchor? Of course, IYT is not an IPO thing. IYT. So for IYT, right? To me, the significant high is over this swing high over here because it has been on an uptrend and then down all the way. So IYT, I will anchor it over here. So it didn't really test the swing high, but it tells me that this is also acting as a downtrend line also. The VWAP is going lower and lower, price is going lower and lower. Okay, and then price actually break above this VWAP line and then it fly up again. All right, again, for IYT, I didn't use VWAP. okay? But right now, it seems it's a good good confluence because the reason why I entered IYT is very simple. First of all, I mentioned last week, right? IYT, all right, 18 October to 29 November, based on seasonals. Oh, I cannot see, sorry. Okay, based on seasonals, all right, it is actually positive for the past 11 years, 100% positive. So IYT, that's the reason why last week, there was a trigger. Price was actually below the cloud and then broke above the cloud over here, this entry over here, this candle over here, this candle over here, and then there's a trigger also, a wash and rinse trigger, my own trigger lah, okay? And then price continue to head higher. Okay, can so far? All right, so ESS tag, what's that? ESS tag? You have a ticker symbol or not? ESS tag. GWH is a stock, is it? Wow, this kind okay. ESS tag. ESS tag, is it a spec? All right, Lai Tan, ESS tag, is it a spec? Special purpose acquisition. If that, I don't think you can use. Yeah, I don't think you can use this, okay? Because this is normally for spec, it IPO at about $10 all the way on until there is some news triggering it, right? Yeah, then you can use it. Okay, so cannot. DWAC, all this cannot use, right? All these are spec, don't use on spec, okay? Because price don't move initially. It's only during the acquisition, or there's some news, then they will move. So don't use Vwap on spec. It doesn't really work, okay? Don't use Vwap on spec. Okay, ESS tag, ESS. ESS tag is a technology, okay? So it's a tech, but the price action doesn't look very good initially, so I wouldn't use it on VWAP. So yeah, it's only recently then boom like that only. So yeah, I wouldn't use it, okay? And then CWAP, this is a chart. This is 2 times. All right, so again, there's volume, you can use it. All right, but this is a leverage one. I don't have to use it on the leverage one because everything is like screw up one. So you can use it also lah. You can try it. Okay, it's acting as a downtrend resistance lah. Okay, it didn't really touch it. Okay, somewhere around that near the VWAP. But I suppose once it touch, there'll be some reaction over here. All right. And Swan Link, I already touched BTC just now already. I already touched Bitcoin already. So BTC, USD. Okay, as I mentioned, right? The VWAP, I anchor it at the swing low over here. All right, and then price actually touched the VWAP over here also. Can? Last one, as in last talk to some discussion before I move on. So I tried Galer Yao Beyond Meat. Okay, let's try Beyond Meat. Oh, how come I can't do that? Okay, Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, anchoring can be a bit tough. All right, so I would use this high volume area over here. For me, as in at first glance, I will use this high volume area over here or the swing high over here. All right, so if I use Beyond Meat naked chart, okay, this is a high volume area and the swing high over here. All right, so high volume, let's test it out. So initially, price supported by this VWAP over here and then subsequently just crash. Okay, so it still can work. All right, and then this V over here at the swing high. Can you see over here? This swing high over here, price actually get rejected at the VWAP over here as well. So is everything good so far? If everything good so far, or you are, or You guys have lost. You guys are lost already. Can So I think enough of example already for VWAP. So again, I just want to repeat, okay, VWAP, you should not use it as a standalone indicator. You should combine it with the indicators that you are already using. All right? Can so far? Can or not? If you can, just type okay in the comments. Type okay in the comments. I repeat, don't use VWAP as a standalone. Use it with conjunction with the indicators that you are already using. All right, so use VWAP on a high volume area, swing high area, all right, swing low area, and such. Okay, volume, swing high, swing low, okay, earnings, etc. Can? All right, so right now we have about 200 people in the room right now. So good stuff, I must share. Okay, for those who left, they don't get the good stuff. So I'm going to share with you some a few trade ideas that I'm looking at for this coming weeks or this month, November. All right. I think during the booster session by Kayong for the Asia Trading Festival. All right. He mentioned about SOXX, which is the semicon. Right. So in case you didn't watch that webinar, all right, just going to share with you. All right, Kyle mentioned actually that this month from the 21st of October to somewhere around 8 November. The exact date, mine is different from him, but somewhere around there, October to November. All right, for the past 11 years, okay, it is 100%. 100% meaning that it is 100% positive. All right, so if you enter from 21st October to 8 November, you should make money positive. Okay, this is a SOXX semicon ETF. All right, semicon ETF. SOXX, you can take a look. Actually, this semicon ETF already ran already. Okay, so price actually ran from here. Okay, so if I add in my indicators over here, all right. Okay, can you see the price actually touch the support area over here and then move up? So right now for me, I wouldn't chase it. I'll prefer price to actually do some, preferably a pullback to the CPR, or else hopefully there's some wash and rinse trigger. All right, and then I could enter SOXX. All right. So again, let's say if we want to use the VWAP on the SOXX, right? Again, you can use it on a swing high, right? Swing high. So the swing high, it is over here, the most recent one now. Okay. VWAP, can you see over here? Actually get rejected over here, which also coincide with the central pivot range, and then price break above, I think it's support, and then continue the higher also. Okay. And then the next one I'm going to share with you, it is the IBB. IBB, I think we are still early. IBB, this is the ETF for biotech, for biotech. BIOTECH for biotech. The seasonals, all right, from 26th of October to 30th of November. That is essentially about 1 month, right? November 1 month. Okay. For the past 10 years, right, the track record, it is also 100%. So you might want to take a look at IBB. Again, I'm not asking you to copy me to buy or whatsoever. Okay, you can take a look at IBB. So please don't copy me. Okay, I'm just sharing with you what I am looking at now. All right. So for IBB, you can see over here right now, price it is on a downtrend. Price is below the cloud. We are on a downtrend, but it seems that it is heading up a little bit higher, and we should see at the end of the month, can see whether price could go higher. All right, we should see. I think we should be able to see that. So generally, November, it is pretty good month for a lot of sectors, health included, and IBB is also part of the health sector also. All right, let me take a look at the 2-day time frame. Okay. All right, so you can take a look at IBB. So let's take a look at the Anchor VWAP. All right, where should you anchor your VWAP on IBB? Okay, so there are a few areas. For me, I will take this swing high over here. All right, so anchor it over here. Let's take a look. It cannot really tell me a very good picture because price just whipsaw around this area over here. Let me try to do a swing low over here. This tells a different picture already. All right, so there's this swing low over here for VWAP. You can see that price actually respected this VWAP line, okay, and then this VWAP line broke below. All right, so which means that IBB, all right, when it comes to this level over here, it should face a resistance level over here, which is somewhere around 161. All right, so I would prefer, all right, price to be above 161. Then if there's a retest, something like that, or a trigger, then I enter into IBB based on seasonal, as I mentioned, 26th to October to 30 November. All right, there 10 years, 100% positive. But again, I must repeat, for those who are new to Market-Wise Asia or my Facebook Live, don't treat these seasonals as a magic, 100% guaranteed that kind. No, you still have to wait for the price action to confirm. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Can, all right. So these are the three so-called stock or ETF idea. All right, for IYT, the transport ETF, right, as I mentioned just now, it moved up already. Okay, but the seasonals, I think it is still okay. All right. 18 October to 29 November. All right. Past 11 years, 100%. But I don't recommend that you chase. It already went up a lot already. So if you really want, okay, wait for a pullback. For example, this is a Vvap over here, right? You can wait for a pullback. All right. Let's say, for example, if the pullback retest at the R2 level, it's supported, you can go in, all right, and then, or you can test the Vvap again. You can also try to enter. Can? Good so far. So these are only for the people who stay around. Okay, just now there was about 270 people. I think some of them left already, but never mind. So I hope these three ideas are pretty good. If okay, all right. Then let me go through some other comments. All right, Christopher, I already go through the seasonals already, right? So these are some of the things I'm looking at, or IYT, Semicon, and IBB. Anthony is looking at Baba. All right, Baba. Okay, let's try the anchor view on Baba. Okay, anchor view on Baba. I would like to use it on here. Okay, this here, no, here. All right, because there's a swing over here, high volume gap down over here, so that's the reason why I use that. All right, so I naked charts again. Can you see the VWAP actually tested quite well? So supporter over here, price breakthrough, this acting as a resistance, and then price came back down. So again, when Baba is going to hit higher up again, somewhere near the VWAP, you should, I think about $200, you should see a resistance once again at about 200. Hey, Jay is here, right? Jay, our stock god is here. Okay, how many of you know Jay over here? I think many of you know here. Just say hi to Jay over here. Say hi in the comments to Jay. Does TradingView has volume profile indicator? Yes, TradingView has volume profile, but it is only for those who paid for it. So for those premium members only. All right, can? Oh, by the way, all right, since Jay it is here, all right, just want to let you guys know something. So I think some of you attended Jay's Asia Trading Festival last week or last 2 weeks, the booster webinar as well. Some of you might have actually enroll into his TPP swing masterclass. Okay, bad news, Jay, actually this could be really the last time he's conducting the TPB swing masterclass. Okay, the reason is simply because next year he's going to undertake a new project, which means that he might not have the time to bring more people to his course, and he will totally stop the TPB swing masterclass. Okay. By the way, this is not a fake scarcity, or the just want you to enroll. No, this is really true. Okay, there's a very high chance, 90% next year, Jay won't be conducting the TPB swing masterclass already, so he won't be enrolling new students. Of course, the current students he will still support, okay, and still answer their question and webinars and such. But in the future, next year is in 2022, he will not enroll new students already. Okay, so if you really want, if you in sitting on the fence, thinking whether to enroll into his course, okay, just one last offer for you. I'll post the link over here for Jay. Let me see, J. Okay, this is the TPB Swing Masterclass. Link in the comments. All right, so I posted the link in the comments already. Just give me a moment. All right, so yeah, so this is really the last time already. For those who are new, you don't know what we are talking about, no worries. All right, go to YouTube. Market-wise, Asia. Okay, so this, all right, US market, dead cat bounce or rally. This was the last booster webinar that Jay did. Okay, so you go through it, all right, then you see whether this TPB swing masterclass is a good fit for you. So I post the link in the comments. You watch through it, all right. So there's a quick intro on what is TPP all about. And again, I want to remind you, this is not a fake scarcity. This is really real. Jay is going to undertake a new project in 2021. So this could be jolly well the last batch for the year, or next year there won't be any new enrollment already. Okay, Ken? All right. So any questions so far? So because right now it is already 1 hour 20 minutes already. I already said I don't want to drag this until more than 1.5 hours. Okay. So any question so far? Try not to ask me about individual stocks already. So if you ask me about individual stocks, then cannot finish. Okay, Kaiman, one last one for you. Okay, one last one for you. New. Okay, NUE, new. Let me go through this. NUE, new call. This is the steel. All right. So if you want to use the Anchored VWAP, all right, I would use it on the swing high over here. I didn't show. Okay, sorry about that. Use it on the swing high over here. Okay, can you see for new call, the VWAP is acting as a resistance over here, So when price is going to head back up again at about 1077.88108, about 108, it should face resistance again. Okay, 108. 108. Okay, 108. Sorry, my handwriting. If I add in my indicators, standard indicators, steel new call as in the steel industry is not so strong right now. It is prices below the cloud, all right, and we are now hitting right smack at the central pivot range. And when the VWAP, it is somewhere around the top over at the top, and it also coincides with the cloud. So this whole freaking area, will be a very strong resistance. So about 108. Okay, about 108 will be a very strong resistance. Okay, so I prefer price to break above 108, then I will consider going to new call. All right. Yep. Sean is asking, right, the promo in the video, is the promo still on for his course? Yes, the promo, it is still on until this coming Sunday, because after Sunday, no more. Again, not fake scarcity. It is because, you know, he need you guys to go through his course before he conducts his bonus 2 live trading session. Because if you enroll later, then you have no time to walk through the course, you cannot understand the lessons, then no point to understand the live trading session already. So yeah, so the promo will be until this coming Sunday. All right. There is asking, right, do you use J trendline cover on Monday? Can show on S&P and NASDAQ? Yes, I also use J trendline also. Okay, so basically the things we know are quite similar. Okay, the things that we know are quite similar. But sometimes the things I draw is different from his lah. Okay, so I tend to use very broad trend line. So this was what I drawn previously lah, okay, for the S&P ES, okay. All right. But subsequently it break out already. I never really draw the trend already, but you can still draw. Make a chart. So for me, if I want to draw now, I use a weekly time frame. Okay. Then I would draw somewhere around like this, the trend line. Okay. Right. I try to zoom in. All right. So this is how I see. So again, trend line can be quite subjective. All right. So like this. So can you see that, you know, this trend line was respected. Price hit support, hit support again. So this is a weekly chart. If you zoom in on daily time frame, then you can see why actually recently it was supported as well, supported here, and compressed rally higher. So this is how I actually draw the trend line. Okay, Genie, last one, very last one, ADA, okay, Cardano. Cardano, let's do the Binance one, ADA USDT. All right, Cardano. Let's use the VWAP. Use the VWAP on Cardano. All right, Cardano VWAP over here. This was the swing high, right, for Cardano. Again, can you see Cardano right now? It is resisted by the VWAP. So again, if price really want to get more bullish, right, price has to go past the about 2.37, above 2.37. All right, if you're in my standard indicators, okay, then also the same, all right, coincide with the central pivot range and the VWAP also. So this area will be a very strong resistance area, which is about 2.37. 2.37 will be a very, very strong resistance area. So price has to clear above that area. Okay, all right. One last call for the Akong Recipe. So as I mentioned, right, yeah, if you love food, you want to try out new stuff, you want to try out the Teochew Hekeng and the Hakka meatball, do try them out. I have tried them. They are pretty good, you know, to my liking. The chili is really, really good. Okay, they give the sour plum sauce also, but I still prefer the chili lah. Okay, I still prefer the chili. So this is the promo. You can go over to the Instagram site and check it out, and do support them. Their home-based business. Okay. Again, home-based business don't assume that it'll be cheap, because they don't have the economy of scale. They have to buy small quantity. So you know, just support them. All right. And this is the promo. You know, different promo. Akong bundle, Ama bundle with the fried, you know, fried Hekeng, steam one or steam or fried, whatever lah. So there's a different combination. Okay, so the order form, it is over here. Let me post the link in the comments. Order over here. And all right, order over here, and then yeah, you can just take a look at the Instagram, see the pictures and such. So do support them, not just helping my friend. All right, I think that is all for today. Okay, so yeah, one more thing. If you want to buy the a la carte one, you can code AlexYo and get a 20% off. So I'm just helping my friend only. So yeah, that's all for today. Any last question? So before I call it a day, once again, thank you so much for being here and staying with me until about 1 a.m. So we still have about 170 people. So yeah, once again, I wish you guys have a very good weekend ahead. Stay fit, stay safe, have a good weekend, and I will see you guys again next week. All right, so see you guys again. Good night, stay safe, and bye-bye.